Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. All right, everybody, it's time for Strat-O-Matic baseball. Spokane Steve here with you. Final game of May the 10th, and I had to wait till the last day of the season to finally remember to do this. Okay, I've been meaning to ever since the calendar rolled to May 10th. A shout out to Franklin's, Ben and Kenyon all here. There were a couple of transactions on May the 10th, minor ones. They haven't affected anything. The Los Angeles Dodgers sent Johnny Padres to the Detroit Tigers as part of a conditional deal. That's all it says. I'm not sure exactly what that means. A player to be named later, possibly. And the Philadelphia Phillies purchased Terry Fox from the Detroit Tigers for cash. That's good for the Phillies. They did not need Fox yesterday. He was on the team, by the way. The changes had been made in the game. I just forgot to announce them. But the Phillies have seemingly, to me anyway, been running short-handed in the bullpen all year long. So having Fox around will be useful. He appeared in quite a few games for the Phillies, and I think he had 3 or 4 saves. Padres would go on to make 13 starts for the Tigers, so he'll come into play too. And here's the man with all the pitches, Steve Aquilong. Or Spokane Steve, another... Boy, I tell you guys, I am burned out today. Hopefully I can carry this off. Woke up way too early again. Anyway, we're going to play a game. It's the San Francisco Giants at the Pittsburgh Pirates, as you already know. 2 good righties on the mound. Bobby Bolin for San Francisco, Steve Blass for Pittsburgh. Bolin with the better card. Both pitchers have had good results so far in the replay. Let's check out Bolin. Bolin 2-3 record, but a fine 2.72 ERA, 46 and a third innings, just 37 hits allowed with 36 strikeouts. No, it wasn't Mookie. I can't blame it on Mookie. And there is Kelly and Sports Time Machine as well. Glad to have you guys. God, we got a full house here, especially for a Tuesday. Let's take a look at Blass's numbers. 3-1 with a 2.56 earned run average. 31 and 2/3 innings, 30 hits, 16 strikeouts. This Pirate team, by the way, leads the majors. Are you ready for this? The Pittsburgh team ERA, mind you, is 2.36. So Blass, 3-1 with a 2.56, is actually worse than his team average. The Pirates leading the major leagues in team earned run average. The Giants are third in the National League with a 3.17. Dodgers in second. Alrighty, with that being said, exactly, sir. Yes, indeed. That's why they're 15-7. They hit pretty well, too. 293 team batting average. 22 home runs. San Francisco a 234 team average, but with 31 home runs. I think that leads. Let's check that out here. The 31 home runs, that is. First grand totals. Let's pop the standings up there, too. I printed those out. Yes, sir, the San Francisco Giants lead the majors with 31 home runs as a team. You know, I went to bed early, but I lay there tossing and turning. And, oh, there's Perry. Hi, Perry. Welcome. We've got them bunched up here in the National League. Look at this. Pittsburgh and Los Angeles deadlocked. Phillies pulled to within a game and a half with a huge win yesterday against Sandy Koufax, 5-0, a complete game shutout by Chris Short. And the surprising Houston Astros just a game back. St. Louis and San Francisco just 3.5 back. So things bunched very tightly in the National League. Let's see what these two clubs have done in their last 10. The Giants have dropped 6 of their last 10. Pittsburgh's won 6 of their last 10. And I'll get you the starting lineups and we'll get this thing going. For the Giants, Tito Fuentes will lead off at second base. Len Gabrielson gets the start in left field today. He'll bat second. Willie Mays, the say-hey kid, in center in his customary 3 spot in the order. Jim Ray Hart will play third and bat cleanup. Willie McCovey at first base, hitting 5th. Ollie Brown in right field hit 6th. Tom Haller, the catcher, hitting 8th. Hal Lanier will be at short in the 8th spot, with Boland hitting 9th. Setting the Pirates defensively for you, Jim Pagliarone behind the plate. Don Clendenin at first, Mazeroski and Gene Alley up the middle with Bob Bailey at third, and the outfield left to right of Stargell, Matty Alou, and Roberto Clemente. And we're about ready to go underway. Get underway, not go underway. I guess we could do both. Blast ready to work now. Fuentes steps to the plate. Fuentes on the season hitting just 195, 1 homer, 6 RBIs. Switch hitter batting left-handed against Blast. Here's the windup and the first pitch. 4-6 left-handed. That's ripped into the right center gap. That's going to roll all the way to the wall. Alou chasing it down. Fuentes rounding, heading into second. The throw, he's in there with a leadoff double. Leadoff double for Fuentes. And here's Gabrielson now. Len Gabrielson, a left-handed hitter, hitting just 158, 6 for 38. He's been in 14 games. He does have 1 home run. Blast from the stretch now. Delivers to Gabrielson on a 5-7 left-handed. Grounder to second base X. That's Mazeroski. You could almost write that one in the books now. It's a 1E8. Mazeroski to his left. On a 14, he's got it. Throws him out, and the runner will take third. 4-3X. Fuentes to third with 1 down. We'll be back early in the game. And Willie Mays coming to the plate. Mays hitting .315. 10 home runs, which leads the major leagues, and 23 RBIs, which would also place him among the league leaders in that category. So here's Mays now. Blast checks the runner at third. Now comes set the pitch on a 4-6 right-handed. Base hit up the middle. RBI single for Mays. And the Giants take a 1-0 lead. So Mays drives in his 24th run of the year. And here's Jim Ray Hart. Mays again, not a threat to steal. 17, but no star, and only a chance 3 to get the lead. A chance of 3, which would be what? 2 out of 36. Blast a 0. Pagliarone with a 0 arm. He'll stay put. Here's Jim Ray Hart now. Hart batting .302. 7 home runs, 15 RBIs. Second on the ball club in RBIs. Blast working out of the stretch. Pitch to Hart is a 3-2. Fly ball to center field way back. Alou going back at the track. Makes the catch on the track. Mays will tag up and take second. So Hart hit that one to the deepest part of the ballpark. Alou had to go way back on it. Mays alertly tagged up at first and moved into second, so he's in scoring position with 2 down for Willie McCovey. Stretch comes in at .311. 7 home runs, 14 RBIs. Blast working carefully to McCovey outside for a ball. Gets the sign from Pagliarone now. Comes in there on a 110, high fly ball to deep right field. Clemente going back now, just shy of the track, hauls it in. So McCovey, a towering fly ball to deep right field. but it was too high to get out. The Giants settle for a run on 2 hits and leave a man. And we go to the bottom of the first. Giants 1, Pirates coming to bat. As Bobby Bolin warms up, I'll get you the Pittsburgh batting order. That's going to be Matty Alou leading off in center. Gene Alley at short, hitting second. Roberto Clemente in right field in the 3 spot. Willie Pop Stargell in left, hitting cleanup. Pagliarone will catch and bat 5th. Clendenin at first base, 6th. Maz at second base in the 7th spot. Bob Bailey will hit 8th and play 3rd base, and Blast the pitcher will hit 9th. The Giants defensively, Tom Haller will catch Bolin. Willie McCovey's at first. Fuentes and Lanier up the middle with Jim Ray Hart at third. And the outfield left to right of Len Gabrielson, Willie Mays, and Ollie Downtown Brown. Okay, Bolin's ready to work. Alou will step to the plate, hitting a .271. No homers, 6 RBIs. Bolin, the right-hander, gets the sign from Haller now. Here's the windup. And the pitch to Alou. That's a 4-4 left-handed. Catcher's card X. That's going to be Haller. A 3-E-4. And here's the play. On a 9, error rating. It's a roll of a 6 on an E4. Little number out in front of the plate. Haller on it like a cat. Fires down to McCovey for the first out. So 2-3-X, Alou retired. And here's Gene Alley now. Alley hitting .327, 16 for 49. He has 1 homer, 6 RBIs. Bolin into the windup, delivers to Alley. It's a 3-9 right-handed. That's a triple to 13, and on a 1, that's a clear triple. Into the gap, chasing it down is Mays, bounces away from him. Alley rounds the throw. He is safe. Gene Alley with a 1-out triple. And the tying run is at third base with 1 down. Here's Clemente now, Stargell on deck. Roberto comes into the game hitting .326, 3 homers, 9 runs batted in. Playing back in the first inning. Bolin into the windup now. Pitch to Roberto, 3-7. A double to 10 on a 6. That's going to roll to the wall. Extra bases for Clemente. Alley can walk home. Clemente rounds and steams into second with an RBI double. Back-to-back extra base hits for the Bucks, and it's a tie ball game. And welcome Dan Douglas. Boy, I'll tell you, I'll tell you what, Blast wasn't the only one. I tell you, as a kid, nobody scared me more coming to the plate than McCovey. And probably second to McCovey was this guy right here, Pops, windmilling that bat around like he did. Stargell hitting .304 on the season, 7 home runs and 19 RBIs. Both figures lead the club. Runner at second, 1 away. Bolin checks the runner and now comes set. The windup, the pitch to Pops on a 6-9 left-handed line drive right at McCovey. McCovey snares it, throws down to second. Clemente back in. Two down, and here's Pagliarone, the right-handed hitting catcher, batting .383 on the season, 23 for 60, 2 home runs, and his 15 RBIs is second on the club to only Stargell. Bolin trying to get out of this inning now with the score tied. Checks the runner, comes set, the windup, the pitch to Jim on a 6-7 right-handed is a grounder to second base X. That's going to be Fuentes. Fuentes, a 3-E-37. And here's the play. On a 4, he's not going to get that. That's going to be knocked down. No play. It'll go as an infield single, and Clemente will hold up at third. So Pagliarone with a hit. Runners at the corners, 2 down, and Don Clendenin will come to bat. Just getting started here, 1-1 ball game. Clendenin batting .282 so far, 4 home runs, 11 RBIs. Bolin checks the runners, now from the stretch. To Clendenin with a 4-7 right-handed, and he walks him to load the bases. So Bolin's in trouble now, bases loaded, 2 down, and Bill Mazeroski coming to the plate. Maz hitting .322 so far on the young season. Just 1 homer, but 11 RBIs. Runners take their leads. Bolin into the windup. The pitch to Maz is a 5-10 right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3, and that will end the inning. Oh my, what a clutch strikeout by Bolin to get out of the jam there. The Pirates will settle for 1 on 3 hits, and they leave the bases full. At the end of a very exciting first inning so far, it's 1-1. Oh, hell yeah, Perry. Yeah, Boog was also in that class. Left-handed power guys that just were very imposing standing at the plate, right? And then later on, it was Dave Parker. Oh, my goodness. It'll be Brown, Heller, and Lanier for San Francisco. Ollie Brown, the right fielder, comes into the game at .233. No home runs, 2 RBIs. Blast into the windup. Here's the pitch to Ollie. 4-10 right-handed. That's catcher's card X. That's going to be Pagliarone, a 3-E2. Here's the play. On a 9 error rating, the rule is an 8 on an E2, a little number in front of the plate. Pagliarone out in front, has it, throws him out. 2-3X, Brown retired. And here's Tom Haller. Haller, the left-handed hitting catcher, comes into the game at .227, 1 homer, 3 RBIs. Tom Haller has 3 triples so far this season. Blast into the windup. Pitch to Haller, 4-7 left-handed. That's whacked into right field for a base hit, and Haller's aboard with 1 away. Haller, a fairly decent runner for a catcher, no threat to steal. And here's Hal Lanier. Lanier hitting just .182. He does have a home run, 3 RBIs. Blast now working from the stretch. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Franklin. Definitely Reggie Jackson. And he was before Parker, but somewhat after the other 3, although they all played at the same time. For a while, anyway. Okay, the pitch to Lanier. 3-9 righty. That's going to be a pop-up left side. Gene Alley under it. And makes the catch for the second out. That'll bring up Bolin. Bolin can handle the bat. He's a 6 right-handed batter with end power. Blast gets the sign now from the stretch. 4-6. Base hit. 2 stars. Oh my goodness. Bolin with the base hit. Haller rounds and scoots into third. So just as we say Bolin can handle the bat, he comes up and demonstrates how as he lines a single into right. Haller it to third, and now first and third, 2 down, it'll be Fuentes. Fuentes doubled his first time up. Blast checking the runners. From the stretch, pitch to Tito, 3-10. He pops him up on the right side. That's Mazeroski. Squeezes it to retire the side. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left on. And it's still 1-1 as we go to the bottom of the inning. Oh, Kelly, man, I'm sorry to hear that. I see I was watching the MLB channel the other day. The Mets retired Strawberry's number, and they showed a few of his home runs, including, to me anyway, the most memorable, the one where he hit the clock. Oh, is it Parkinson's, Dan? Well, thanks for clearing that up. They're both awful. You know, I know two people in my life with Parkinson's. So far, they're both doing well. But it's a horrible disease. That's a good question, Kenyon. They were just big guys. I mean, Aaron Mays and Frank Robinson had more home runs, but for some reason they just didn't have that. Not that they weren't scary. I'm not trying to say that, but they didn't have that same imposing whatever at the plate. Kingman was a big guy. He could hit the ball a long way. But at least with Kingman, you knew if you were the pitcher, he had a lot of swing and miss in his swing. You could get him. But if you missed, oh my goodness. Tommy, what did you think of Dave Kingman's performance? I'm sure you've all seen or heard that one. If you haven't, Google it up. It's on YouTube. Tommy Lasorda on Dave Kingman's performance. It looks like we have a guest today. How about that? Hello, Mookie. I thought maybe he might drop in. I don't know where he was. He was around here somewhere. Here's Bob Bailey to lead it off for the Bucks. Bailey on the season, 347, 2 home runs, 11 RBIs. Bolin gets the sign now. Here's the pitch to Bailey. 1-7 right-handed, a double to 3 on a 19. That's going to hang up in center field for Mays. Drifts back on it and makes the catch for the out. And here's Steve Blass. Blass, a 4 right-handed hitter, W power. The pitch from Bolin. 3-3. Struck him out. 2 down quickly in the second. And here's Matty Alou once again. Alou, 0 for 1 today. Bolin into the windup. Delivers a 1-5 right-handed, a triple to 3 on a 19. He'll settle for a long single, and Matty Alou is aboard with a 2-out knock. Alou, a star 15 stealer. Let's check that battery again. Bolin, a rather poor hold at +3. Haller, a 0, so he'd be an 18 not held. Held, he's a 16, and he will be held. He's going to try for that lead 1-16 as Gene Alley steps to the plate. 3 through 8, he's caught on an 11. 11, he does not get the lead. Not that 11. That 11 he's caught on. Does not establish a good lead, and here's the next pitch to Gene Alley. Alley tripled his first time up. Bolin from the stretch delivers 1-5, single to 13. That's down for a base hit. Knocked down at short by Lanier, no play. Alou will hold up at second, and it's a 2-out rally for Pittsburgh. Yeah, Aaron Judge is pretty scary. Oh, yeah, well, you're talking about big right-handers. You just mentioned one. Perry, Frank Howard, and who could forget Harmon Killebrew, both in our replay. Here's Roberto now. Doubled in a run in the first. Bolin set, and here's the pitch to Clemente. 1-6, fly to center field. That's playable for Mays. Glides over and puts it away to retire the side. No runs. 2 hits, 2 left on. At the end of 2 innings, it's a 1-1 tie. I'm going to take a short break to refill my cup. And we're back. The last of the carafe of the morning coffee. I could always throw a pod in, I guess, if I wanted one more. I have a feeling I'm going to need one more today. To the third we go. Blast getting loose. It'll be Gabrielson, Mays, and Hart. Len Gabrielson 0 for 1 in the ball game. Left-handed batter. Blast get the sign now. Here's the windup and the pitch to Len. 2-3 right-handed, and he draws the walk. Lead-off walk to Gabrielson. No threat to steal. Solid runner at 1 through 14. And here's Willie Mays. Mays 1 for 1. Singled in a run in the first. Blast working from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Mays. 6-7 right-handed. A grounder to short. That's going to be 2. Alley to Maz. Nice turn to Clendenin. 6-4-3 double play. Holy cow, that was a pretty play. You can just see Maz making the turn, can't you? And Dan's a Bucks fan. Whoops, sorry about that. Bumped the desk. Again, this desk almost just a tad too small, but it works. And here's Jim Ray Hart. 2 down, nobody on. Blast into the windup. Pitch to Hart 1-3. Base hit up the middle. So the double play looming large now. A walk and a single, but thanks to the double play, Blast is still in a pretty good position, although he's got Willie Mack coming to bat. McCovey 0 for 1. Runner takes his lead. Blast from the stretch now. To McCovey 2-5. Struck him out. Oh my goodness. You could almost feel the air move up here. No runs, a hit, 1 left. Still a 1-1 duel as we go to the bottom of the third. And Kelly as well. It looks like an amazing park. A couple of my friends actually went there. They had family in Pittsburgh. And they went on a tour and saw the park. Took a lot of pictures, and we watched the slideshow together when they got back. That was 2 or 3 years ago, I want to say. Could be longer, the way, time flies both when you're having fun and when you're getting older. It's just the way it goes. And if we're talking about the Bucks, holy cow. How about that Skeens? Oh my God. Boy, it's true, man. I'm telling you. Let's see what this game was in. This game was in Forbes. 6750 in attendance on a Tuesday evening, the 10th of May. And here come the Bucks in the bottom of the third. Stargell, Pagliarone, and Clendenin do. Stargell's 0 for 1 today. Bolin gets his sign. There's the pitch to Stargell. It's a 110 high fly ball to deep right field. That ball is smoked. Brown just turns around and watches it halfway up the seats. Home run pops. And the Pirates take a 2-1 lead. Let's take another look. 110 against a righty. 1-17, no doubt about it. And Pops has just hit his 8th home run of the year. Bolin gets a new ball. Here's Pagliarone, 1 for 1. Bolin gets the sign. Pitch to Jim is a 6'8" right-handed. He pops him up to short. Lanier will take it for the first out. And here's Don Clendenin. Clendenin walked in the first. Bolin into the windup. Here's the pitch to Clendenin. That's going to be a 3-4 right-handed. Fly ball into center and playable for Mays. Drifting back and makes the grab for out number 2. Here's Maz with 2 down. Maz struck out in the first. Bolin into the windup now. Here's the pitch on a 3-9. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Maz goes down swinging for the second time today. The Bucks break the tie, though, on a Willie Stargell home run, and after 3 complete, lead it 2-1. Blast getting ready to work the 4th. Brown, Heller, and Lanier due up. Oh my. Hope everyone's day is going well. Went out this morning in the rain. It was 49 degrees. It's up to 63 now, still overcast and windy. Supposedly, we have good weather coming in starting tomorrow. So I think, as I've said many times before, we're not going to have a spring in Spokane. We're going from winter smack dab into summer. So here's Ollie, 0 for 1. Blast gets his sign. Pitch to Brown is a 6'8" right-handed. Fly to center field. That's playable for Alou. Couple steps back and makes the catch for the out. 1 away, and here's Haller. Haller singled his first time up. Left-handed hitting catcher. Left-handed hitting catchers, are nice to have, especially on keeper league teams. I'll tell you what, on my keeper teams, whenever I can get one, I get a left-handed hitting catcher, even if it's a platoon role or a backup catcher. So here's Haller. Blasts into the windup. Delivers on a 3-8 two-hopper to short alley. Smooth play to Clendenin, 2 down. And here's Lanier with 2 away. Pop to short his first time. Blast into the windup. Here it is. 6'8" righty. Fly to center. That's Alou. Drifting to his right and puts it away to retire the side. So a 1-2-3 inning for Blass. First 1-2-3 inning of the ball game for either side. And it's 2-1 Pirates as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Absolutely filthy stuff. Skeens, that is. And a great command. I mean, stuff is one thing, but actually I think command is more important. Here's Bailey to lead off the fourth, 0 for 1. Bolin gets his sign. Here's the right pitch to Bob Bailey's a 6-3 right-handed. Base it into right field. Bailey goes the other way with it, and he's aboard with a leadoff single. Bailey, a decent runner, with Bolin being a +3. Haller a 0. He'd be a 16 if he could get that lead. They're not holding him, so he may as well try for it. 4 or a 6. He's got the 4, 1 to 16. Pitcher at the plate. There goes Bailey. The throw from Haller. He's stolen it. How about that? Bob Bailey with a rare stolen base. I'm going to look it up right now, but I would guess that's his first. It is his first attempt. So Bailey doesn't steal much, but he saw the opportunity and he seized it. Glass at the plate, a Sieve under now. 4-hitter, he's going to swing away. Righty. Bowling with a pitch. 2-6, grounder to short. Lanier looks the runner back, throws to first in time. Oh, yeah, Jones and Glasnow. Glasnow's first time facing his old team since he played for them, right? I think that's what I heard on MLB this morning. I tell you, that was another guy I liked the first time I ever saw him pitch. I actually stood up in my seat. First time Glasnow pitched. I'm going, holy shit, who the hell is this guy? I've got him on 3 or 4 keeper teams because of that. Here's Alou now. Runner at second, 1 away. Alou's 1 for 2 on the day. Bolin checks the run. Comes to the plate 3-8. It's right in the middle of his good column. He flies it into center. Can of corn for Willie Mays. And that will be the second out. And here's Gene Alley. Alley 2 for 2. Tripled and scored in the first, singled in the second. Bailey takes his lead. Bolin will look back. Now comes to the plate. 3-5. Single 2 stars. Bailey rounding. He's going to come in and score on an RBI single by Gene Alley. And it's 3-1 Pittsburgh. Gene Alley is 3 for 3. A star 15 stealer, 18 not held. He'll have to be held, making him a 16. He's not going to try for the lead, however, due to that 8 automatic caught. Instead, with 2 down, Clemente will swing away. Roberto 1 for 2. Bolin out of the stretch. 2-11 right-handed. It's a ground ball down to third. Jim Ray Hart fields it across to McCovey to retire the side. But the Bucks pick up another run on 2 hits and leave 1. And after 4 complete here in Pittsburgh, it's Pirates 3, Giants 1. The Pirates, with a win today, can take sole possession of first place in the National League. Giants 3.5 back, trying to make a dent in it. They'll send up Bolin and then the top of the order, Fuentes and Gabrielson. That's true, Franklin. And yes, Ben, it did. Franklin could go on and on about the woes of Tampa Bay, I'm quite sure. I know he hates that ballpark. So here's Bolin, a pretty good hitting pitcher. Singled his first time up. Glass into the windup now. It's going to be a 5-5 right-handed. A grounder to shortstop X. That's going to be Alley. Alley a 2E17 at short. Fine shortstop into the hole. Here's the play. On a 20, he's there. Plants and throws in time. Nice play, Gene Alley. 6-3X. Bolin retired. And here's Fuentes with 1 down. Fuentes 1 for 2. Blast, the windup, and the pitch to the left-hander. 2-7 righty. Ground ball into the hole, smothered by Mazeroski. Over to Clendenin, 2 down. Two down, nobody on, and here's Gabrielson. 0 for 1 with a walk. Blast into the windup now. Delivers a 2-11. Base hit into right field. Gabrielson with a 2-out knock. And that'll bring Willie Mays to the plate. And anytime Mays is representing the tying run, people pay attention. Mays, as mentioned earlier, leads the major leagues so far with 10 home runs. Blast shakes one off, now nodding from the stretch. The pitch to Mays on a 5-4 fly to center field X. That's going to be a Lou. A Lou's on his horse now. 2-11 in center. Here's the play. On a 1, he's not going to get it. It's down for extra bases. Holding at third is Gabrielson on a Willie Mays double. So a Lou, it looked like he got a little bit of a late jump on that. And it's a 2-out double for Willie Mays. Tying runs in scoring position with 2 down, and Jim Ray Hart will be the hitter. Big moment in this game early. Pirates lead by a pair. Tying runs in scoring position. Hart's 1 for 2 today. Blast checks the runners. Now the windup. The pitch to Hart on a 3-6 single 2 stars. That will tie the ball game. Gabrielson scores. Mays comes around to score. It's a 2-run single for Jim Ray Hart, and we're all knotted up at 3. So a big clutch hit there by Hart ties the game. Oh my goodness, a hell of a game so far, guys. We're not done yet. Here's Willie McCovey, 0 for 2 so far. And Joel Horland's here too. I just noticed that. Hello, Joel. Joel's father went to the 44 All-Star games, and he has the program and the ticket stub. That is awesome. Oh my God, memories to cherish, to be sure. Holy cow. Back to this one. Hard at first, 2 down. Here's McCovey. Blast trying to get out of this inning from the stretch. Pitch to McCovey's a 5-3 fly to left field X. That's pops. 3-16. Stargell drifting towards the line. Here's the play. Error range. It's that dreaded 5 on a 16, and he makes a 2-base error. Holy crap. Hart will hold up at third. First error of the ball game. So McCovey hits one off of Stargell's glove for a 2-base error. And here's Ollie Brown. And Pagliarone's going out to the mound. Trying to settle Blast down a little bit. Blast knows he should be out of the inning. Here's the pitch to Brown now. 5-6 right-handed grounder to third. Bailey has it, throws to Clendenin, and that will do it. But not before the Giants tie the game on 2 runs. 3 hits, they leave a pair. And it's a 3-3 tie as we move it to the bottom of the 5th. Yes, sir, a lot of action. I'm happy for it. I know earlier in the replay I was really rooting for the pitchers' duels, and I love those, don't get me wrong. But it's also nice to get a little of this in there every now and then, too. A little bit of everything, if we can have our way, right? Of course, in the end, it will be the dice that have their way, and we all know that. Bottom of the order for the Pirates are batting. It's Stargell, Pagliarone, and Clendenin for Pittsburgh. Bottom of the fifth in a 3-3 tie. Stargell 1 for 2 with a homer. Bolin into the windup. The pitch to Pops on a 5-12. It's a grounder to the pitcher X. Bolin a 4E33. Hang on to your hat on this one. Here's the roll on the play. On a 2, he's not going to get that. That's knocked down and passed, and that'll go as a single. So Stargell with the leadoff single. He has 2 hits today. And here's Pagliarone. Pagliarone 1 for 2. Bolin from the stretch. And here's the pitch on a 4-5 to the right-hander. A grounder to first base. Clendenon to his right. Sorry, not Clendenon. McCovey to his right. To Lanier for 1. Back to McCovey, not in time. That'll be a 3-6 force. And Pagliarone standing at first with 1 down. Oh my God, Joel, that's fun stuff. You know, $2.40 was a chunk of change in 1944. I first went to work in 1971, and the minimum wage then was $1.50. In 1971. Okay, here's Clendenon. 1 on, 1 down. Bolin from the stretch. Pitch to Clendenon on a 2-7. Right in the middle of damage, he strikes him out. So a big K there for Bolin. And here's Maz with 2 down. Maz has struck out both times so far against Bolin. Bolin checks the runner. Now from the stretch to Mazeroski on a 4-4. It's catcher's card X. That's going to be Haller, 3E4. Here's the play. On a 6, it's a wild pitch and a pop out. So wild pitch charged to Bolin. And then Maz pops out to the catcher. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. At the end of 5 complete, it's a 3-3 tie. I was checking to see what Mookie was doing. I'm sure he'll be making another appearance here before long. To the 6th we go, deadlocked at 3. Bottom of the order for the Giants, Haller, Lanier, and Bolin. Blass gets the sign now. Into the windup and the pitch to Tom Haller's a 4-5 left-handed fly ball into center field. It's playable for a Lou. And there's 1 down. Here's Hal Lanier now, 0 for 2. And Robert has joined us. Welcome, Robert. Thank you for saying so, Kelly. I appreciate it. I think credit goes to Joe Horland here, at least for the outstanding memories of the day. Holy cow, that's fun stuff. And it would be nothing without all of you guys. I'll tell you that right now. There'd be no point. I've said it before, I may not have the biggest group on YouTube, but I have the best group. Here's Lanier, 0 for 2 now. Blast delivers. That's going to be a 5-8 right-handed. Pops him up. Alley calling for it. And quickly there's 2 away in the 6th. Bolin, a 7-rated starter for endurance. He's going to go ahead and bat here. Pretty good bat handler, 1 for 2. Right-handed batter. The pitch from Blast, a 2-11. It's a high fly ball to deep left field. Backing up is Stargell at the track, at the wall, makes the catch. And oh my goodness, look at that. Bolin just misses getting it out of here. 211, homer to 16, the roll in 18. And that will do it for the Giants in the 6th. Oh, don't think that didn't put a scare into some fans. That would have been something, all right. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I know, Kenyon. It's hard to believe. We're about, just a hair over 8 months into this replay. Here's Bailey to lead off the bottom of the 6th. Bolin gets the side from Howler now. The pitch to Bailey's a 6'10", right-handed, grounder to third base X. That's Jim Ray Hart. Hart a 4E30. Here's the play on a 14 E rating. It's a 12. We don't see too many of those, and Hart boots it. Error on Hart allows Bailey to reach. That'll go E5, the Giants' first error. It's one error apiece now. And here's Blass. Blass is rated 6 for endurance. He's a C bunter and a 4 hitter. He's going to lay down the bunt. Here's the play. It's a 9 on a C, and he hits into the force play. Buttered it too softly. Howler pounced on it and fired down to second for the out. So Bailey's forced, Blast to first, and here's Matty Alou. Alou 1 for 3. Should be 2-4. Yes, it should. Thank you, Ben. Appreciate it. That's the kind of thing that'll throw me when I go to enter the game manually this afternoon. So here's Alou now, 1 for 3. Bolin from the stretch. That's a 4-8 left-handed. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Alou, a tough customer to strike out, but Bolin does it. Alou in real life only struck out 44 times that season. So Alou usually puts the ball in play, but he fans here for the second out, and here's Alley. Alley's 3 for 3 today. Triple and 2 singles. Perry, you're too kind. Thank you very much. I'm laughing at Ben's last remark. Clendenin sprints to second and... No, not really. Bolin from the stretch. Pitch to Alley. 6'5", right-handed. It's a grounder to shortstop X. That's going to be Lanier, a 3E42. Lanier into the hole. It's a 16. He's got it. Goes the short way to Fuentes for the force, and the side is retired. It's a 6-4X. Alley retired. No runs, no hits, 1 left on, and through 6 complete, we've got a 3-3 ball game. Is that the wheel play, Franklin? And Kurt Miller is with us. Hello, Kurt. Boy, you guys are chatting up a storm today. I've missed a whole bunch of stuff. To the 7th we go in a 3-3 ball game. And Allie is alive, 83 years young, in Richmond, Virginia. How about that? Alley was a good shortstop. This season it would appear that he split duties with Pagan, but I think the Pirates are a better club when Alley's out there. Top of the order for San Francisco in the 7th. Fuentes will lead it off. He's 1 for 3. Blast into the windup now. Here's the pitch. It's a 4-9 to the left-hander. Fly ball into left field. Funnies carries it the other way. Stargell barely has to move and hauls that in for out number 1. Here's Gabrielson now. 1 for 2 with the walk. Blasts into the windup. Delivers to the lefty, 2-9. A homer, 1-2. It's a high fly ball to right field. Clemente back at the track, at the wall, leaps, and it's gone. Oh my goodness, can you believe this? Bolin misses a 1-16, and Gabrielson nails a 1-2 on a 2. And the Giants take the lead at 4-3 on a Gabrielson home run. I believe that's his second. Let's take a look at it. Yes, it is. That's Gabrielson's second home run of the season. And here comes Willie Mays. Action in the Pittsburgh pen. Roy Face throwing. Here's Mays now, 2 for 3. Blast gets the sign from Pagliarone. Here's the windup and the pitch to Willie Mays on a 6-7. Ground ball to shortstop. Slow roller. Alley charging on the run to Clendenin. He's out. Bang, bang play at first with Mays' speed. Nice play by Alley. And here's Jim Ray Hart. Hart 2 for 3. 2 RBIs. Blast into the windup now. Delivers to Hart on a 3-5. That ball is crushed to left center. Alou going back, ranging to his right, at the wall, gone. Hart with a home run. And the Giants going long ball here in the 7th. 3-5 righty, 1-16 on a 7. That's Hart's 8th home run of the season. And that puts him among the National League leaders. And suddenly it's 5-3, and here comes Harry Walker. And that's going to do it for Blass. They do not have a left-hander. They're going to stick with Face. They're going to Face. We could pull the uncarded Luke Walker. He's a left-hander, but his card isn't very good at all. So Face will get the call. Blass ends up going 6 2/3. 2, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10 hits. 5 runs. He walked only 1. And also struck out only 1. Is that right? Let me double check that. Yep, only 1. And here comes Face to face McCovey. No pun intended. Face on the season, 1-1, a league leading 6 saves, a little high on the ERA at 4.66. So here's McCovey 0 for 3. Face ready now. Pagliarone flashing the signs. Face got one he likes, and he's into the windup now. The pitch to Stretch on a 2-6. It's a 2-hopper to short. Alley fields it cleanly, throws to Clendenin to retire the side, but not before the Giants put 2 on the board on homers by Len Gabrielson and Jim Ray Hart. And they lead it 5-3 as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Think I pulled Face too late? How many think I should have pulled him after the Gabrielson homer? I thought about it. But as Perry points out, Blass was rolling along. For Bobby Bolin, it'll be his first inning of potential fatigue here. And it's the heart of the Pittsburgh order. Clemente, Stargell, Pagliarone. Roberto 1 for 3 today. Bolin gets the sign now. Here's the pitch to Clemente. It's a 5-9 right-handed. Swung on and missed strike 3. And Bolin is now piling up some strikeouts. That's 2, 3, 4, 6 strikeouts now for Bobby Bolin. And here's Pops. 2 for 3 today with a home run. Bolin into the windup. Pitch to Pops, a 5-7 left-handed. Swung on and missed, strike 3. And Bolin now with the lead is getting filthy out there. And here's Pagliarone. 1 for 3. Bolin gets the sign. The pitch to Jim is a 4-5 right-handed. It's a little nubber down to first base. McCovey will take it right to the bag. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Bolin. Through 7 complete, it's San Francisco 5, Pittsburgh 3. Face coming back out there. He'll be facing Brown, Haller, and Lanier in the 8th. Kurt Miller points out that Hart hit 3 lifetime homers against Steve Blass. It is a great turnout today. I tell you what, I am humbled. Here's Ollie Brown to face Roy Face. Brown 0 for 3. Face into the windup. Here's the pitch. It's a 3-11 right-handed. Base hit into right field. Brown goes the other way with it. Strokes a single into right. Clemente has it. Brown will round and hold with a leadoff single. Here's Haller now, 1 for 3. I like that, man. A classic line from a classic film. Haller 1 for 3. Face from the stretch. That's a 6-2 lefty. Fly to left field X. That Stargell's going to get another shot. 3E16. Moving towards the gap. Here's the play on a 16. He's there to make the catch. It's deep enough that Brown tags up and moves into second. So 7X, we'll note that with an A so I can remember to move the runner over. And here's Lanier. Lanier 0 for 3. Face staring in. Checks the runner. Now comes set and to the plate. 4-4 right-handed. Fly to center and shallow. Alou rushing in now. Still coming. He's there. 2 away. Pitching with the lead now. Bolin will bat. Plus he's a 6-in. 1 for 3 today. The pitch from base. 6-9 right-handed. He loses him. Face walks the pitcher. Face not happy with himself. And here's Tito Fuentes. Oh my goodness. I picked a hell of a day to be tired. Okay. Well, you know when you're my age, you're frickin' tired half the time anyway, let's face it. Here's Fuentes, 1 for 4. Face winds and deals, 4-5, swung on and missed, strike 3, and that will do it. Fuentes down on strikes. No runs, a hit, 2 left for the Giants. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 5-3 San Francisco. I'm going to take just a moment. I am going to pop a pod in there. I got to have a little boost here. Okay, I'll take about a minute to make. In the meantime, we can get started on the bottom of the 8th. For Bolin, his second endurance inning, he'll be looking at Clendenin, Mazeroski, and Bailey. If anybody gets on, we'll have a pinch hitter for face. Yeah, exactly, Robert. Exactly. Clendenin 0 for 2 with a walk. Bolin staring in now. The sign from Haller. Here's the windup. The pitch to Don, a 2-10 right-handed. That ball is drilled deep. High fly ball to left field. Gabrielson back. Gone. Home run Clendenin. And it's a one-run ball game. And long ball now. 2 homers apiece. For Don Clendenin. That is his, where is he? 5th home run of the season. Let's take another look at it. A 2-10 righty to 16. The roll is in 11, and that ball is gone. And now there's action in the San Francisco pen. Frank Lindsay warming. Lindsay, the closer on the Giants team. And here's Mazeroski. Maz 0 for 3. Bolin set now. The windup and the pitch. 5-8 right-handed. Grounder to third base. Hart has it. 2 McCovey. 1 down. And here's Bailey. And thank you, Kenyon, for the stats. I could always count on you guys for the excellent research. Bailey's 1 for 3 today. Singled and stole a base. That surprised the whole house right there in the 4th. Bolin into the windup now. The pitch to Bailey is a 2-7 right-handed. Single to 13 on a 20. That ball is speared by Fuentes. So Bailey robbed of a hit on a liner to Tito. 2 outs, and we will have a batter for face. This batter will represent the tying run at the plate. So face goes 1 1/3. 1 hit, no runs. A walk and a strikeout. Left, right, right, left. Pete Mickelson throwing. Mickelson's one of those guys I always have to look how to spell his name. For some reason, I can't drill that into my head. Let's see what we've got on the Pittsburgh bench. We're looking for a high slugging percentage here. Actually, Moda has a 472. He's got the 2-4, 212 partial. Bolin gives up more homers to righties. Yeah, it's going to be, I thought about Gonder. Gonder has the 3-9, 3-10. If you're looking for the pure all or nothing shot, it would be Gonder, but Moda's the better overall hitter for the situation. It'll be Manny Mota. And every time I announce Moda as a pinch hitter, I get visions of the movie Airplane, right? 2 out, nobody on, bottom of the 8th. The Bucks trail by 1. Here's Moda. Moda on the season, 346, 9 for 26 with 1 homer and 4 RBIs. He's done it before. Bolin into the windup. The pitch to Moda, a 4-9 right-handed. Single to 5 on a 4. That's down for a base hit. And Moda comes through with a pinch hit single. Moda, also a star 15 Steeler. He'll have to be held. He'd be a 16. He will not try for it due to the 10 through 12 automatic caught. But he still has to be held, and here's Olu. Matty 1 for 4. Bolin out of the stretch. One more hit or walk will fatigue Bolin. The pitch to Matty on a 1-7. Single to center. That's an open single. Mays, however, with a -4 cannon. Moda a 1-15 to third. 2 outs, 17. -4, 13. God, that's tough. I'm going to hold him. Whoops. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Hang on. Wrong guy. No sense having the tying run thrown out at third is what I'm thinking. Bolin is fatigued. Here comes Franks. That'll do it for Bolin. And as Lindsay enters, I'm going to go grab that coffee. Okay, let's see where we are here. Bolin, 7 2/3. Good performance for Bolin. 3, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hits, so maybe not as good as I thought. He walked only 1. Struck out, I just said this earlier, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 Ks. 4 runs so far, but 2 runners on are his responsibility as Frank Lindsay enters the game. Lindsay, the real-life save leader for the Giants. In the replays, 0-1 with 5 saves and a 0 ERA across 5 1/3 innings. He did allow 2 unearned runs. Boy, isn't that the truth, Kenyon? I'm just mulling over the whole situation here. First and second, 2 down. Frank Lindsay's in. Gene Alley, 3 for 4 today. He's carrying the hot bat at the moment. Tying run in scoring position. Go ahead run on first. Lindsay from the stretch. It's a 6-9 single, 2 stars, and the game is tied. Oh my goodness, you can't write them like this, I'm telling you guys. Moda in to score. It's an RBI for Alley. Alou into third. And it's a tie ball game. Alley a star 15 Steeler. Let's check the hold now. Lindsay a -2. Pagliarone is 0, so Alley would be a 13 not held. They're going to not hold him. The Pirates aren't going to do anything funny with Clemente up and Stargell on deck. It's up to Roberto Clemente. We've got a 5-5 game in the bottom of the 8th. 2 down, runners at the corners. Lindsay from the stretch. The pitch to Clemente is a 3-6. Ripped into the gap. Oh my goodness, that's cut off there by Mays. He's going to hold him to a long single, but Alou will score. Alley scurries into third, and the Pirates rally and lead 6-5. And the fans are going crazy here in Pittsburgh. A little late there on the sound effect, but you know. Here's Stargell now. Holy cow, Franklin. You could say it now, or you could say it again. Runners at the corners, 2 down. Lindsay delivers to Willie Stargell, 6-6, and he walks him to load the bases. And the Pirates will bat around here in the 8th. Clemente down to second. And here's Pagliarone, the catcher. Jim is 1 for 4 today. Lindsay trying to get out of this. Pirates relentless in the 8th. Lindsay with the bases full windup. The pitch to Jim on a 3-9. Grounder to second. Fuentes to McCovey, and that will do it. But not before the Pirates rally for 3 runs here on 3, 4, 5 hits. And at the end of 8 complete, it's Pittsburgh 6, San Francisco 5. Let's check the defense now for Pittsburgh. Their defense is already good. They don't need to do anything. And now Mickelson will be coming on trying to get a save. I don't believe Mickelson has a save in the replay. Let's take a look. Mickelson's replay numbers. He does! 7 appearances, 1 save, 1.46 earned run average. And he'll be facing Gabrielson, Mays, and Hart. If anybody gets on, stretch McCovey. So there's still some drama in the air, no question about that. Gabrielson's 2 for 3 today with a home run. In fact, the 2 guys that homered for the Giants will be coming up this inning. Mickelson gets the sign from Pagliarone now. Here's the windup and the pitch to Gabrielson on a 6-6 swung on and missed, strike 3. 1 down. Fans on their feet. And here comes Willie Mays. Willie, 2 for 4. Pagliarone flashing the signs. Mickelson nodding into the windup. Here's the pitch to Willie Mays on a 4-6 single on a 1, but that liner is speared by Bailey to rob Mays of a hit. Oh, Bob Bailey with a nice play. Oh, my goodness. And the Giants are down to their last out. And it's Jim Ray Hart. And it's fitting that it should be because Hart's 3 for 4 with a home run and 3 RBIs in this one. Three for 4. Hart standing in from the right side. Mickelson trying to close it out for the save. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. 6-6. Grounder to short. Gene Alley to Clendenin, and that's the ball game. What a freaking ball game it was. Holy cow. 6-5 the final. Mickelson with a well-earned save. I'll have the totals for you here in a moment. Mickelson with his 2nd save of the season. Face picks up the win. He's 2-1. Mickelson a 1-2-3 ninth with 1 K. Seven 2/3, so only a third for Lindsay. He gave up 2 hits and a walk. All 6 charged to Bolin, who just ran out of gas. As Kurt mentioned, yep. Just stuck with Bolin a little bit too long. but what a great ball game. I'm in total agreement, Kurt. Spokane Chief Gary, player of the game, or Chief Spokane Gary, I always get that wrong. Chief Spokane Gary, player of the game, Gene Alley. Alley, 4 hits, including a huge one in the 9th, 2 RBIs. Your totals on the game for Pittsburgh in the victory: 6 runs on 14 hits, 1 error. The Giants, 5 runs, 11 hits, 1 error. A lot of hits in this one. Tremendous chat today, guys. I love to see that. Keep it up is all I can say. It adds so much. Oh my God. Yes, sir, Kurt. 4 homers in this one. Gabrielson and Hart for San Francisco. Stargell and Clendenin for Pittsburgh. What a freaking ball game. That was definitely a good one. Let's see what's on tap here. We'll move to May 11th. A couple more transactions, by the way, too, on May 11th. It'll be the Cincinnati Reds at the Atlanta Braves to start the day off. Sammy Ellis and Tony Cloninger, both are not good cards, okay? So we may see some offensive fireworks again in the next one. Of course, it's Strat-O-Matic, so you never know. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with me. Hit that like button for me. It helps. And all I can say is thank you guys so much today for an incredible chat. This might be my favorite broadcast of the replay so far. I kind of think that it is. And you guys made it that. So thank you for that. I'm going to go see what the cat's doing. Spokane Steve wishing you all a very pleasant good evening. Take care, guys. So long for now.